Hey Chris here, welcome back to the Cheltenham Festival 2024 video series then. This is part 3, the best bookmaker accounts to be using for the festival. And I've actually found 9 bookie accounts that you would want to use. So I'll reveal them to you in this video, starting with number 9 and then working our way down to the very best one in the number 1 spot. If you've not seen the other parts to this video series, I'll leave those video links down in the description, as well as a link to the Profit Boss match betting and value betting Facebook group if you're not yet a member. Okay, so starting off then with the bookmaker at the number 9 spot, we have Coral. Now, Coral has made it into number 9 because they do not have any odds boosts that you can do on the horses, but they do have a couple of reload offers which you can get on during the festival, and they usually have okay-ish odds for horses, but they had to be at the number 9 spot. I just could not see them being any lower in the list with how competitive the other bookmakers are. At number 8, we have Unibet, and that's because they do offer an odds boost, and they also offer some competitive odds for the horse racing, especially at Cheltenham, of course. So I thought Unibet being at number 8 would be a fair choice. In the number 7 spot, we have William Hill, and the reason for that is they also offer odds boosts like Unibet, but William Hill do occasionally offer multiple extra places. So they'll pay out, say, 5th and 6th as an extra place, not just 5th, meaning you have an extra chance to make some really nice profit with them. At number 6, we have Paddy Power, who also offer odds boosts and occasionally give multiple places paid for the extra places. But in my experience, Paddy Power do offer slightly more competitive odds compared to William Hill. When I first started match betting in 2018, that wasn't the case. William Hill were actually better, but now I feel like Paddy Power have overtaken them. At number 5, we have Betfair Sportsbook, and for those of you that don't know, Paddy Power and Betfair, they're owned by the same company, so it's a very close one between them. There's barely anything that separates. The odds are the same, their odds boosts are pretty much exactly the same, so really 6th and 5th place, more of a joint position. In the number 4 spot, we have Ladbrokes, and they offer some insanely good odds boosts, especially when you find a horse that has a higher odds, so like 101, Ladbrokes will often boost that horse from like 101 to like 121, so you can get insane value from Ladbrokes when that happens. They don't tend to pay out multiple extra places, usually just a single extra place, but as I say, I felt Ladbrokes with that huge odds boost and very, very competitive odds for horses, I thought they had to make this ranking. Okay, so now we're in the top 3 for the best bookmakers to use at the Cheltenham Festival in 2024, and at the number 3 spot, we're going to have Sky Bet, who have some very competitive odds for the horse racing, and also some insanely good multiple extra places paid. So they will often do the 2 extra places paid, and then even go to 3 and sometimes even 4 extra places paid. So you might have like 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th extra place paid by Sky Bet. Now you have to watch out with that because when you have more places paid, the odds aren't quite as good. So just because you see a horse with more places being paid, do have to double check that the implied odds for that horse are still good at those lower odds. And if you're not too sure what implied odds you should be looking for the extra place races, I do have a completely free extra places course that you can check out. The link will be in the description for that. That explains everything to do with what kind of horses you should be looking for. If you don't want to find bets for yourself, or you don't want to take the course or anything like that, you just want this to be the most easy and simple Cheltenham Festival of your life, then you can join me each day of the Cheltenham Festival as a VIP member, where I'll literally just tell you exactly which horse to get on for extra places or each way value betting. So insanely easy way to go through your festival by just allowing me to advise you on profitable bets. But moving on to number 2, we actually have a newcomer this year. So BetMGM, the American bookmaker, are now in the UK, and they're offering some insanely good odds for the horses. Now, they do not have an odds boost that I'm aware of, so that's not amazing, but the competitiveness that they have on their odds, so the value that they're giving away with their odds, is so good. They don't actually need the odds boost to be worthy of this 2nd place ranking here. And if you've not yet got a BetMGM account, I would recommend that you get one before the Cheltenham Festival starts, at least a week or 2 before, so that you're set up with one. And now the moment you've all been waiting for, the number 1 bookmaker account for the Cheltenham Festival in 2024. Yes, drum roll please, it's going to be Bet365. But most of the subscribers and regular viewers of the channel already knew that, But for anyone that may be newer to the channel, or maybe you just started match betting, you wouldn't have known that, I'm guessing. But yeah, Bet365, they have insanely good odds. They're known to be the very best, and you can just make an insane amount of profit in that week of Cheltenham from your Bet365 account. Now, next week in the final part 4 of this video series, we'll look at the best software that you can use for the festival. And I'll not just tell you the software, I'll actually show you how to use it, so you're really ready to make as much money as possible. If you enjoyed this video, please do tap the like button below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.